Call it a mechanical mix-up. Meat Boy Machinery. We got Ilir Latifi, aka the Sledgehammer, taking on Tanner Boser, aka the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer is 19-7-1, and most recently he did lose a close unanimous decision to Andre Arlovs. It was a fight versus the Pitbull that truthfully was pretty boring. One of those fights that was tough to decipher who truly did enough to win it, but ultimately they gave the nod to Arlovsky, despite a lot of people in the MMA community thinking that Boser maybe did enough to win that fight. So it was definitely a close one. Tough to put too much stock into the end result. And before that, he had Tanner Boser had nice finishes over Rafael Pessoa and Felipe Lins. Dropped a unanimous decision to Cyril Gane before that. So no shame in a Gane defeat, and those TKO KO finishes over Linz and Pessoa were pretty encouraging for the Bulldozer. But he's taken on the Sledgehammer, Sweden's Ilir Latifi in this one, and we know Ilir Latifi made his return to heavyweight early last year, and right away, welcome back. They give him the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, and that fight, much like the Andre Arlovsky versus Tanner Boser fight, was another tough one to score, albeit mostly playing out on the ground. I just remember Ali Latifi having plenty of control time. He was kind of laying and praying for most of it, and ultimately the judges weren't having it and gave the decision unanimous to Derek Lewis. But some people thought that maybe Latifi did enough to win that one. So another heavyweight matchup that was tough to score, and really no shame in that loss. Because if you think about it, the Black Beast is going to be fighting for a title here shortly. And to debut and have such a close competitive fight with Derek Lewis was, I thought, encouraging from Ilir Latifi's perspective, even though he dropped the fight. We can't forget the success he had at light heavyweight, wins over Jean Vellante, Tyson Pedro, a finish over OSP, and his losses came to Uzdemir and Anderson. So some tough dudes there for sure. I'm pretty stoked for this heavy meat matchup. It's definitely a heavyweight sight to behold, and it is truly under construction. So who you got, meat boy? You rolling with Tanner Boser, the Bulldozer, or Sledgehammer Latifi?
Yeah, no, very exciting heavyweight hoedown. I have to go with the bulldozer purely because I mean a sledgehammer actually can't really do much to a bulldozer, while a bulldozer absolutely demolishes everything. So I truly think for those reasons, Tanner is going to just run through him. Um, I just don't see Latifi getting past the first round. Now I will be concerned if Latifi takes him to the ground. We did see all that control time in his last fight, versus Derek Lewis. Didn't really do much, but still held him down, right? And so I get a little worried about that. But I think he's gonna be able to keep it on the feet. I think the Bulldog's gonna get it done. He's 29. He's hungry. He's probably salty about his last loss. Latifi's on 3 fight skid, 37. I mean, he's on his last run. I think the sledgehammer is gonna get dumped.
Very interesting analysis for sure. I especially like the points that you made about the Bulldozer versus Sledgehammer technical matchup, because you're right. When those two are pitted against each other, it is not a close competition. But in truth, I think that this fight might actually be a close competition. And you touched on the wrestling game of Ilir Latifi. I mean, this is a guy with a serious amateur wrestling background, a serious submission wrestling background. I mean, he's got an ADCC European Championship medal. His amateur days netted him a Greco-Roman gold, a Swedish national light heavyweight Greco-Roman bronze, and just some amazing accolades for Latifi. And I think if he is going to get this one done against Tanner Boser, it's going to have to be on the ground. It's going to have to be ugly. And I truthfully only see Ilir Latifi, if he is able to win this fight, it's just by a boring decision. And even though I like Tanner Boser, I think he has a lot of potential. I might come to regret this, but I'm going with the sledgehammer. I think that Alir Latifi is going to find a way to get this one to the mat. I think Tanner Boser is going to be frustrated. He's not going to be able to get this stocky Swede off him. And ultimately, I see Latifi grinding out a boring yet competitive decision. So, any last thoughts on this bulldozer versus sledgehammer battle of the machinery?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like you said, if Latifi can get it to the ground, his background and let alone his skill that we've seen, it should absolutely destroy Bozer. But I still think he's going to catch him on the way in. Latifi's going out. Yeah, Bodos is gonna get it done. KO first round. If not, then it might go Latifi. So keep that in mind, boys. But yeah, who do you guys got? Throw in the comments. You agree with me or you agree with Boy? Smash subscribe, like, and turn the notification bell. It is now on. We fixed it. We didn't realize it wasn't on, but turn that on so you don't miss a video.